to Screenwipe, a programme all about television, consisting of reviews of other shows, features about the ghastly backside of television, and loads of other stuff that we've chucked in. I'm Charlie Brooker, and I am your host. I love 24. I love it more than I'd love, say, a child of my own. I love every ridiculous bone in its body, which is why I'm so pleased that season 5 is here, and it's just as preposterous and exciting as ever. This series opened in style by cheerfully culling several of its major characters. First, former President David Palmer took a bang-bang in the necky whack. Then CTU office sweethearts Tony and Michelle got all blowed up. This brought 24's main hero, Jack Bauer, out of hiding. He'd been pretending to be dead for reasons too dumb to explain. While previous series have centred around rather simple stop-the-bomb sort of storylines, this year we've been given a convoluted conspiracy theory terrorist scheme plot thing, which is so convoluted it would take me 24 hours to explain the bloody thing. Anyway, suffice to say, so far it's involved shootouts, canisters of nerve gas, a tiny sinister man who seems to live inside the Windows operating system, and a snivelling 15-year-old bell end called Derek, whose repeated misfortune has been a joy to behold. That's right, Derek! Human blood! As per 24 tradition, Jack is aided and abetted by the team back at CTU. Back in the first series, CTU seemed like an incredibly glamorous place full of beautiful people. Now it's a lot more normal. You've got a grumpy female geek, you've got Master Frodo's mate, and you've got Fred Flintstone. My favourite new character has to be President Charles Logan, who actually looks like a spitting image puppet of Richard Nixon. He's fascinatingly shifty and spineless. Sometimes it's like watching Blackadder, the White House years.
I feel awkward mentioning this, but...
Yeah, I'd give it 10 minutes if I were you. Anyway, as ever, the show itself is a beguiling mix of unbearable tension and hilariously bad soapy interludes.
Jack.
Spit it out!
Is it true what she said?
What'd she say?
That you still love me?
Yeah, look, can we do this tomorrow? It's just I'm on the trail of some nerve gas. Jack Bauer there is a man of extremes. He spends half his life shouting, "Where is it?" and the other half whispering gruffly and nodding and looking around.
So sorry about David Palmer. I know how much he meant to you.
What?
I need to stay here. CTU still needs my help.
What? Jack's main hobby is torture, which he always seems to relish a little bit more than is strictly necessary.
First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take out your right eye. Then I'm going to move over and I'm going to take out your left, and I'm going to cut you. I'm going to keep cutting you until I get the information that I need. You understand me? So for the last time, where is the nerve gas?
Sorry, run that by me again. You're going to start with my right eye, then you're going to take out my left eye, then you're going to keep cutting and cutting and cutting. Okay?
Stop!
No, not the eye bag! God, this is like 10 years younger. Anyway, day 5 of 24 may be only a quarter of the way in, but it's already as dementedly addictive as ever. It's a bit like a bag of pistachio nuts, really. You have to keep reaching for one more, and before you know it, your table's covered in empty shells and your fingers stink of salt. Actually, that's where the analogy breaks down. According to people in telly, it's a cardinal sin for a programme to be too in, by which they mean too concerned with the workings of TV itself. That's the theory. In practice, you can be as in as you like, provided you're being a cheerleader, provided all you're effectively saying is, "Isn't telly brilliant?" Yes, there's nothing TV loves more than giving itself a great big self-celebratory blowjob.
It was shocking and new for people. They hadn't been taken into that world.
My goodness, are they watching it?
It was perfect Saturday morning viewing.
A programme like that goes on air and it just changes the zeitgeist.
I was able to affect people all over the world in whatever language. People need heroes. People need dads.
The switchboards were jammed after episode 2. I don't think the BBC had ever had so many calls.
It was the first programme about 20-something life that didn't
patronise the viewer.
The most nauseating example so far has to be the group hug that followed Jamie's school dinners.
For months, the celebrity chef, Jamie Oliver, has been on a crusade.
So has one celebrity chef made the difference?
OK, policy change notwithstanding, let's not lose sight of the fact that the programme was ultimately a piece of entertainment. An entertainment for middle-class smuggos whose kids don't eat turkey Twizzlers anyway. The sort of people who work in telly, in other words. Well, thank God, if it hadn't been for the TV series, all those children would have died! After Jamie's school dinners went out, teletypes were falling over themselves, babbling on about socially active programming and stuff like that. A backslapping circle jerk that finally reached crescendo at last year's National Television Awards.
Sir, would you tell us who it is?
Yes, it's my son. It's Jamie Oliver.
It's not the fact that Jamie Oliver is a great chef or champion of good cooking that makes him special. It's his love of people.
You've always been my champion and your mother's champion. But now you're the champion of the millions of children of this country.
Jamie Oliver!
He's used the power of television to change things for the better in our homes, in our schools, and in our country.
With TV taking itself that seriously, it's no wonder it treats members of the normal, non-telly public with such little regard.
At the end of your training, a lucky few of you will be sent into orbit.
Yet when something bad happens to someone from the world of television, we get this sort of thing.
It's the week the nation mourned one of its most popular television presenters. Martin Frizzell's in Jill's hometown of Weston-super-Mare in Somerset. Morning, Martin. How's the community coping?
Esther, good morning. Put it this way, when I was here at the start of the week after Jill's murder, you just had to mention her name to people and they would openly weep tears. Last night when I came back and you mentioned Jill's name again, there was silence from people and then they'd say, dreadful, dreadful.
Actually, you don't have to die to provoke a sense of tragedy. Just present your final edition of something.
I just want to say thank you to everyone. I can't do it.
No, don't worry.
But most importantly, I want to thank you for sharing this incredible experience with me, for sharing my highs and lows, and for your amazing letters and cards of support. I hope to see you all again very soon, but for now, all I says.
And whoever gets my job, you've got the best job in the world because you're working for her, which is just
No, you're the best.
fantastic.
Yes, TV is by far the greatest, most positive force in the universe, and every moment of it is so precious, which is why I'm sorry to tell you that this little bit of it is over.